Hey people, welcome back. So let's talk about consistency. Consistency, and this calls to mind a great quote by Denzel Washington, one of my favorite actors, by the way. And I'm sure quite a number of people have heard him say this. He said it was at an award ceremony, and he said, "Without commitment, you'll never start, but without consistency, you'll never finish." And that is such a great, awesome quote. Without commitment, you'll never start, but without consistency, you'll never finish. So, what is consistency? Because, as quotable as that quote is, it's not really going to help you if you don't understand what he was really talking about. So, consistency really is the ability to repeat a certain action over and over again for the lifetime of the requirement of what that action is supposed to produce. The ability to repeat an action over and over again for the lifetime of the requirement that the action is supposed to produce. What does that mean in simple English? It means that when you have decided on a goal or an objective, there are certain things that you must do in order for you to actually achieve that goal or objective, right? And depending on the size of your goal, right? Uh, if it's a huge goal, because if really you're going to be a true success, you must have the ability to dream big. We're going to talk about this a little later, right? And but you won't achieve that goal in day one, right? Or on day one. It means that if you're going to achieve it, you must start by breaking that goal, that dream, that vision down into actionable steps, right? And the very nature of steps requires you to do one thing repeatedly over and over again. Now, that can be excruciatingly boring, right? It can be boring. And I think this is where we tend to get stuck, right? Because the process becomes so boring, it becomes so predictable, it becomes so, you know, I'm out of here, right? Because we want to move on, want to see results quickly, want to, be able to understand that, we're having recognizable gains. But it doesn't always present them the gains are there, but they don't always show up the way that you think. So let's look at it. Consider this example. Say you want to lose weight, right? Or you want to gain muscle mass, right? Now obviously there are there are things that you can do that will get you, really quick results, steroids, or all those type of things. But for true sustainable success, muscle mass gain, you want to be ripped and shredded, or you want to lose weight, there are things that you must do daily, whether it's on the diet side, whether it's the quality of your exercises, the repetition of the exercises, etc. Now when you start, initially you could start and being all and like, yeah, I'm into it. But by week 2, by week 3, I'm sure anybody who has tried to work out, or who has embarked on a training regimen would relate to this. It can get really boring, and you just feel like giving up. And some of the time you do actually give up, right? Because it's like, it becomes pointless. What is the point of doing stretch one, stretch two, lift up, lift over and over again? Nobody likes steps. We want to achieve results quickly, right? But here is the power of consistency. It's not in the big massive results, because they don't those big massive results, they don't just show up. It's in the tiny small things that you don't see, right? When you start working out, changes begin to happen, but those changes are really quite small, right? And they don't present themselves in recognizable results until further down the line, if you don't give up, right? So the power of consistency is the ability to keep on repeating the actions that are required to lead you to the goal. Like the Chinese saying goes, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, right? But that's not all. You need to keep on taking step after step. Without commitment, taking that first step, you'll never start. But without consistency, taking one step after the other, one step after the other, you will never finish. You'll never reach the 1,000 miles, right? So consistency requires you to put in the effort on a daily basis, those things that are required for you to achieve your objective. No matter what the objective is, there are always steps, there are always processes that you must do, that you must embark on to achieve your goal. If you want to be a great speaker, there are things that you must expose yourself to, there are things that you must do, exercises, you must read, you must enlarge your vocabulary. If you're going to be a great writer, the same thing. A great teacher, the same thing, right? A great anything, the same thing. There are things that you must do. All the success stories that you have seen, that you applaud, that you cheer on, at the background, they have they have done their 10,000 hours. They have embarked through the processes. They have been consistent with their actions, and that has resulted in success for them, right? So the power of success is in the law of accumulation. The gains accumulate, and it's over time. It's over time. You just have to keep at it, but make sure that what you're keeping at actually will result in the right thing. There's no point in doing something repeatedly if it's not going to lead you to the right results. But once you have determined that for you to achieve success, these are the things that must be done truthfully, right? Then you just have to keep at it. The results will come. It's a law, it's a principle. The results will come if you are consistent. So embrace the power of consistency, embrace the law of accumulated results, and you will see and achieve success. All right.